Hey, how's it going? Spy here, and welcome back to another Scrap Mechanic Fallout Shelter episode. Last episode we checked out the new garden, the new storage room with a freezer, and also the new secret room. And this episode we are going to be heading back down to that bottom floor and checking out a couple new rooms. Anyways guys, I was wondering, since we're coming up to about the 12th episode of the Fallout Shelter, would you guys like to see a walkthrough through all of the stuff we have made throughout the whole Fallout Shelter in this series? If you would like that, let me know in the comments. We have made so much progress and I am starting to actually notice some frame drops now. Probably because there are so many blocks in this map. This game does not really like a ton of stuff in the map, even if it's separated. I'd be really interested in doing that if you guys would like that. Also, I have a pretty important announcement coming to the channel in the future. In terms of life, it relates to moving from my current house. But anyways, let's head down to the bottom of the Fallout Shelter. And guys, this is the atrium here, and there is actually a new change inside that storage room there. As you've seen from the last episode, we had a secret entrance there going into the vents, and I have actually expanded that. We're going to check that out in a bit though, because we can actually check it out from down here. So let's head to the bottom floor here. I think we press this button. Yeah, there we go. The buttons here kind of go funky every once in a while, so you either got to press one or the other. But anyways, down here, there are a few new rooms. As you can see right in front of us, this is a new room. We also got a new room down there. So this room here is actually the garbage disposal room, or the incinerator. This is where we dispose of garbage and stuff we don't really want anymore in the Fallout Shelter. So we just press this button here to start it, and we press this button here to turn on the conveyor belt and open it up. Look at that. That is kind of terrifying actually. You don't want to fall in there. Look at this. Oh, that's so creepy. There's actually lights down there to make it look like it's really hot. See, look above. So what we do is if we want to get rid of garbage, since Scrap Mechanic works like this, what we do is we just throw some stuff on here. And throw away this thing here. There we go. Oh. That didn't work, did it? Nope. Let's try that again. There we go. That should work this time. Look at that. It's starting to roll down into the incinerator. And once it goes there, you can actually close the door by pressing this again. And now you're protected from the heat, or the toxic smoke. Yeah. I don't think I have any vents in there, do I? No, well, we're fine. We're fine. Don't worry about it. Let's actually throw a bunch of stuff in there. Huh, what can we throw in there? Some more pipes, of course. Let's throw a box in and see how that goes. There we go. Yeah, sometimes stuff gets stuck, so you just gotta whack it in. Well, it didn't really go on the conveyor belt, did it? Well, there we go. That works. Close that. And that'll get incinerated. Not really, but there we go. Alright. So there's the incinerator room. You guys said you wanted to see this, and it works pretty well. So that's where all our garbage and stuff goes in the Fallout Shelter. Alright, so let's head on over to the next room over here. You guys really wanted to see a cola bottling factory, and guess what? We got the SpyCakesGaming factory. Look at that. S-Cola. I couldn't really fit it up there. It's like a little banner at the back of our factory. So in here, we essentially have the bottling factory for our cola. Yeah, if you guys have played the Fallout series or the Fallout Shelter app on your mobile devices, you know that there was a Nuka-Cola bottling room. And this is essentially what it is, but it is SpyCakesGaming instead. Yeah. But over here, we got some tubes of liquids and I guess like syrup. I'm not really sure. We got some buttons here. And this is like a big vat of fluids that is getting mixed. We just press this button here and it turns it on. That's not supposed to be there. There we go. Look at that. It's a little mixing vat. That's pretty awesome. So it mixes the water and the other chemicals and syrup together to make SpyCakesGaming. And this gets pumped all the way over here to this little bottler. This puts the SpyCakesGaming into our bottles here. And this is our conveyor belt that goes down the line here. I wasn't sure what this machine was, but I'm thinking this was like a capper. This puts caps onto the bottles, but I really don't know. I just kind of looked at references and that is what I got. So let's turn it on. We got a bunch of engines here because, as you know, not all of this stuff really can go on one engine. There we go. I don't know why that was disconnected, but it works. Okay, so we're gonna press this button here and it will sequence itself. It'll go down the line and stop every few seconds. Look at that. I had to put these on little wood pallets because they would not move by themselves on the conveyor belt. So that works. There we go. As you can see, it kind of, it was supposed to be right under, but since, oh yeah, they get stuck every once in a while. So they don't always stay in sync. I might have to hit it with my hammer every once in a while, but that's as good as I can get it without it looking too bulky. Yeah, it's not really moving anymore, is it? We sometimes have to hit it with our hammer here. Don't worry, don't worry. It's completely fine. There we go. Yeah. Don't sue me if you guys didn't get any SpyCakesGaming in your bottles. And then this will just go over here and fall in there. It doesn't really go anywhere, but it's just for roleplay. I might have to remove all these bearings in the future and make it just for looks, because this many bearings is quite a bit and might cause a lot of performance issues in the future of our building. We also got this one here. This is where the finished product comes out and we can throw it in boxes. And as you can see over here, we have some of our SpyCakesGaming machines. These, this one here is actually on a pallet here for maintenance, or it's going out to be put in another location. So in the previous episodes, you may have seen this cola machine, and this was made by MrKrowka. He did an amazing job at that. Look at that. It looks spot on to the ones that were actually in Fallout. That's awesome. But anyways, that is pretty much it for the cola factory here. I'm not sure what else I can really add to this. This conveyor belt doesn't really work the best, so I just might make it a static conveyor belt here, just for looks. And I'm stuck. There we go. But if you guys do have any suggestions for the cola factory or any other rooms, let me know. I should probably turn this off, shouldn't I? There we go. I think it's mixed well enough. Okay, so that is pretty much it for that room. Let's head out and we're gonna go back to the locker room back by the pool. There is a little improvement back there to the secret room. So if you guys haven't seen that episode, go check it out. We checked out this secret room here and it is pretty cool. So let's break this open. There we go. And now we are in the secret room here. Look at this. Someone's been hiding out here. One of you pointed out that this was a reference to the Portal's Ratman, and at first I wasn't kind of referencing that at all, but you know what? That's a good little reference to the Portal series. There's a fan up there. And what I improved in here was I actually made the vents go throughout the vault. So if we hop up here, which we can't because we can't climb ladders, we'll have to use our lift here. You guys will see that this actually goes through the vault, and this is awesome. I haven't expanded this out all the way through the vault. It only goes to a few areas here. So here we have another little duct connection here that goes somewhere. As you can see here, we can see all the way down to the hallway we were just at a bit ago. That is pretty neat and a little creepy if you think about it. Let's head back over here. As you guys can see with this here, this is a separation to the other rooms. And if we didn't, all we would have throughout the Fallout shelter is only like 4 rooms, and then it would start lagging. So let's head down here. Down here, there's a few more extra tidbits of things. So here's the pool. Look at this. That's a little creepy. I don't know if this really fits, but let's check that out from the inside. I'll show you guys in a second. How's that look? I think it looks okay. It looks more like a little jail cell than anything, but that's as good as it can make a walk-throughable vent look. Yeah. Well, we're gonna go back in there and oh, what did I just do? Oh no! We're gonna go back in there and we're gonna check out the rest of it. Okay, so let's head back over here. You guys have already seen this part of the ventilation duct. This actually goes to the main storage room, so let's head up here. Okay, there we go. Look at this. You guys have already seen this in the past episode, but let's break this open. There we go. It's a little tough sometimes. And look at that. That goes from the locker room all the way up to the storage room. I might expand it a little more if you guys want me to, and I still have plans to make a bunch more secret rooms other than these vents. Also, I'm planning to make another floor, and guess what, guys? It is going to be the abandoned floor, and I think that is going to be one of the last parts to this fallout shelter before I think it is going to be a little too unplayable. But anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for this episode. So if you have any suggestions at all for this series, let me know in the comments. And thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And remember, stay sweet. Bye.